but I kind of fell off a little bit, so I'm back on track. I look like a snack. Tyree, that made me laugh. You're so funny. Tyree's a snack too, guys. Y'all hit him up in your DMs if you're single. Worth it. I've also been approached like to get Botox and tummy tuck and all that stuff. That's not me. I don't want to do anything to change my looks, you know? I mean, I'm going to be 54 in March. I don't want to do anything. Like, I'm very well aware I'm 54, you know? So, I mean, I have like little, you know, little crow's feet right here and all that. But for 54, I think I look pretty good. I am getting my teeth work done. Riley and I became friends because...
Okay, boom. What's going on, people? Let's get into this. So Kim was live not so long ago. And it's just interesting because she talks about how she was, you know, pretty much on a weight loss journey, but she kindly fell off, but she's hoping to get back on track again. I really hope that works out. And then also on top of that, what's with Tyree? Why is Tyree, you know, being rather flirtatious with Kimberly? I mean, listen, Kimberly will tell you that it's all friendly and all them kind of things. But there's something else that happens throughout this live stream that obviously when we get there, I will definitely speak about it, because I thought about what she was saying. And I was like, there seems to be a pattern based on the names of the people that you just said. But of course, we'll get to that somewhere down the line in the video, of course, when she mentions it. But before we do that anyway, please like the video. And of course, if you are a returning viewer or just new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button and help us get to that 50K. But with that being said, though, let's get into this other part of her talking about Riley.
Crow's feet right here and all that. But for 54, I think I look pretty good. I am getting my teeth work done. Riley and I became friends because during his season, I reached out to him and Tyree, and there's a few others that I really reach out to that I feel are, you know, good people. And I reached out to him and I was just like, I have a boo. Riley, shut up. And I felt like I felt bad. Not that I felt sorry for Riley, but I felt bad because everybody was like attacking him, and then he was getting stuff from his job. And then, you know, like sometimes when we attack, you know, we react out, right? So I just sent him a DM and I was like, listen, you know, I've been through this, blah, blah, blah. Let's, you know, if you need me, I'm here. I reach out to a lot of cast members like that. I guess I feel because,
I bought new microphones and I'm poor now because I bought stuff. But
Right, before we get into Riley decides to intervene her halfway through that, what she was saying basically, then he decides to hop on because he wants to have his say too. But one thing that I definitely want to mention before we continue is that this is a little bit of the pattern that I didn't even think about. I'm thinking about it now. There was a time before when there was information circulating online, and I even made a video about it. And this information was about how Kimberly would go out of her way to, you know, seek men's attention. I mean, look at it this way. Let's look at the Usman situation. How did that come about? She found out who he was, and then what did she do? She direct messaged him, right? So she's the one that approached Usman. Then on top of that, we then later on found out, well, obviously that we already knew from the show, but this is the part that we found out online. Then later on it came online that apparently she had seen a young man get arrested, and she felt sorry for him, so therefore she decided to go to the prison that he was in and to pretty much become his companion. So it is interesting because Kimberly has a pattern of, you know, always being the one to reach out to men. So it does make you wonder, doesn't it? When she does initially reach out to a man, I don't believe for 1 second she's reaching out because she wants to be friendly. I mean, let me not say that. She wants to be friendly, but she doesn't want to be friends. You see what I'm saying? I think it's based on how the collision goes. That's what then determines the attitude moving forward. But it's quite interesting, isn't it? Because Kimberly seems to be ignoring her own pattern of how things go with her and men. And the pattern is that she's the one that's always kind of going out of her way. But listen, and later on in the video, she'll also say about who else she reached out to. And yeah, then I'll add in the other pattern that I was obviously alluding to at the very beginning of the video.
I wanted to come up because it really went out of control with the live I was on with you. So let me say this. We know about the flirting. It was fun and all that. Obviously, people don't know that we were conversing in the DMs because you reached out to me because I was really having a hard time with the season,
right?
Especially with my job. And we became friends. So when I came up and I was flirting back and joking around, it was based on us already having that relationship and us understanding that we are, like, you become such an amazing confidant for me during the season. And it was a joke. I was just running on the joke because you was saying what you were saying on the show. And it went crazy. So, So yeah,
we can do whole ass podcast and it's still be insane.
Yeah, it'll still be insane. So that's what happened. So I didn't help it, and let me explain myself. I didn't understand this universe with 90 Day and all that. I didn't understand it. So when the part 2 tell-all was over, I was like, I'm free. I can be a regular guy again. I don't have to worry. So I started being back to who I really am, which is a jokester, an idiot, you know, making morbid jokes and stuff. And I didn't respect Kim's popularity. And I didn't respect the fact that this show was huge. And so when I said that, that's when it ran and it got crazy. And then it got to a point where we couldn't say anything. We were kept from saying anything because the powers that be had a plan in place that we found out later. Well, Kim found out before me. We found out later.
we plotted the
Yeah,
whole thing.
they swear, and it really wasn't that.
You know?
But it did become something totally different. And we lost control of it, and we couldn't say or do much things. Look who's here. Me.
Sometimes I feel like when people talk, do they actually know what they're saying? I don't know. Listen, I'm not going to say that Riley's wrong in what he's saying, you know, but it just sounded like it was a whole lot of justification happening right here. I just find it very interesting how Riley and Kimberly, you know, are really hell bent to prove that they're not a thing, to prove that they're just friends, and to prove that nothing's ever going to happen. I do find that quite interesting, to be honest with you. But at the same time, though, if we reflect on who they are, Riley's someone that has to over-understand, so it makes sense why he's always going to have to elaborate on things and always have to explain things, you know. But for me personally, do I believe... I mean, listen, if Riley was to say that he's the one that isn't interested in Kimberly, I would believe that. But if Kimberly's the one that says that, oh, she's not interested in him and they just want to be friends, I don't believe that. Why? Because there's a pattern. There's a pattern where she's always the one to reach out to guys first. But again, let's continue because there's more.
So, yeah, but we're just friends. She has a big boo that she's been talking to, hey, Errol, and I'm excited for her, and I'm excited for where it's gonna go.
You know, do it, Riley.
Right? So I just wanted to come up with your live to close.
I just want to clarify that I am not that boo. Just want to say because Kimberly, like I said before, has a pattern of reaching out to men, and a men of sudden complexion. Just want to say, yeah. I'll let you think on that one.
Out the circle on this stuff and to say, hi, what's up, Kim?
Hi, I'm gonna wait to work. I gotta tell you something.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm available. I have time today. If you notice, if you go to the chats, like the comments, I have time today. And I'm like, you know what? I feel good about things. I'm going to go in on people. And it's obvious that I triggered that person by saying that.
I know. It's okay. Did you see what I wrote? Oh, you did, because you liked it. Did you see what I wrote last night? I was like, it don't matter what we do now. Because
it doesn't.
Until we're red in the face. And no, we didn't do this as a promotional stunt. We really thought that people that think I have to do anything for clout really kill me. Really.
Right. Yeah, that's what I got today. And then the person said, Kim, stop doing interviews with him. He's just trying to stay relevant. I'm like simpleton. I didn't ask for it. I was like, Kim knows I can take a lead to see stuff. And they came to us. We didn't go to them. They came to us.
It's so funny that people do that too when people say, like, I'm doing stuff for clout or I'm doing stuff to get noticed. Because, like, if anybody knows me and really, like you do, like people that really, really know me, they know that I can give or take with any of this stuff.
Right.
That's why I've always had a full-time job. I've always worked, always had a little bit of savings. Right. I've always done things on my own. So when people say, like, oh, the show you did was fake or whatever, I did it for clout. I never wanted the clout. I just wanted the man.
Right,
so,
right. And that's the crazy part. So, Kim,
he's a really good.
It's interesting. I never wanted the clout. I just wanted the man. Interesting. It sounds to me as if, okay, let's just say yes, you didn't want the clout. To be fair, I would believe that. I would believe that she didn't want the clout, and I would also believe that she wanted the man. But why would you go on a show with a man that didn't want to be with you though, and then also on top of that continues to go back on the show with a man that didn't want to be with you? I mean, can anybody tell me at any point where they believe that Usman was ever interested in Kimberly? At what point did Kimberly even think that this man was actually interested in her? But like I said before, though, she's got a pattern of messaging men first and also messaging men that don't want her. I mean, unfortunately for her, Usman was willing to bite for a minute because he thought he was going to profit out of it. Maybe he did, of course, from TLC money, give or take, but then again, the money does go to the Americans. But of course, Americans can also give their half back to their spouse, which is fine. So obviously, there may have been a financial, a gain from it, but there definitely wasn't a gain of him actually wanting to ever have any feelings towards Kimberly. That's something that was very evident every single season they were on, because every season they were on, he had a new obstacle for her to have to, jump over. You see what I'm saying? And no matter how many times she tried her best to complete those obstacles or even to complete them, there was always something else. You see what I'm saying? So either way, though, she can say, I can believe her for not wanting clout. That's cool. I can run with that. But to go on a show for a man that didn't want you, I don't know if that's just stupid. I don't know if that's just, it definitely was embarrassing, But hey, let's continue.
Friends to me, actually. We're good friends to each other, though, And the same with, like, Tyree. It's the same thing with Tyree, with Jasmine, like, and Emily and Kobe. Like, they, like, people that there's just, you kind of form, like, a family within a family, So it's really good because, like, you guys know, like, I don't have a lot of family left. So, it's just like, hi, Domingo. So it's just like, I have this family now. So, my little circle of people.
So this is the thing that I find quite interesting when she named, some of these people. You know, obviously got Riley that she DM'd. Now, I'm not going to say that she necessarily said that she DM'd Tyree, and obviously when it came to Emily and Kobe, but there's definitely a trend of these men, isn't there? There's definitely a similarity of all these men that just happen to end up being her friend. Coincidence. But hey, I'll leave that one down to speculation for you guys to have your own thoughts on that one, you know what I mean? But like I said before, Kimberly's always trying to go for men that don't want her. And we know that she has a type. But hey, with that being said though, as far as I'm concerned, these two are obviously 100% not in a relationship and 100% probably never going to be in a relationship. Obviously, we just found out that Kimberly is now speaking to a new person. Riley did recently post of him holding hands with somebody else. So obviously we can definitely, you know, close those rumors down. But it is just very interesting how they have to keep addressing it. But then again though, people really recently did say that Jamal was just like his mother, just has to address things. But then again, though, I don't think his mum is as bad as him personally. But nonetheless, you guys let me know exactly what you're thinking down below, and we can most certainly talk about it. And of course, please do hit that subscribe button and help us get to that goal of the 50K. You know what I mean? So then we can elevate to the 100K mark as well. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.